clear the chat first of all. Alright guys, welcome to yet another live stream. I know I haven't done a lot of like Dead by Daylight or other live streams here on this channel. In about a week, it looks like I lost a couple of followers. But I do plan on getting back into more Dead by Daylight streams and stuff like that soon. The past few days I've been busy and also busy with dealing with a complete scumbag developer out of Russia. One of many really corrupt and dark developers flooding Steam nowadays with embarrassing games that Steam should be embarrassed to even have on their platform. And if you guys haven't checked it out on my YouTube channel, if you haven't seen my YouTube channel, I know I'm streaming on Mixer now, but make sure you go to my YouTube channel, check out, starting with Saturday's first play on launch day of Plane War. It was my first game by a developer named SovKey at the time. As I expected, it was a completely boring, really low effort game, and I suspected in that video that it was an asset flip that he hadn't finished. He just bought a partial asset flip, which asset flips, if you don't know what they are games that are sold on like the Unity store and other places like itch.io and a lot of other websites. But they're intended to help people kind of learn the code that's already there and give them a base foundation to complete their own game, to give them the running grounds, if you would, to get their own game started and complete a full game. And Plane War, as we'll see in this video tonight, we're going to play it again, and in fact we're going to play all of the SovKey games that I've found so far on Steam. Something inside of me tells me, however, that this developer probably has other publisher names on Steam and many other developer names because of what's happened the past few days, because of everything that's transpired. So anyway, this is the first game that I had played, Plane War, just on Saturday night, and I did a review on this, and I showed how at the time SovKey had 9 games since like early March. 9 games in less than 8 weeks, more than 1 game per week. And I was like, how can this developer really expect to put out good content when he's pumping out 1 game per week on Steam? And these aren't the kind of games that are going to be high volume or big sellers on Steam anyway, especially with as much of this kind of stuff that's coming out on Steam. Certainly nothing special about these kind of games that would make people buy them. However, on that same video, this video right here, only a 7.5 minute video, I did find a Russian website simply by doing a Google search, searching for the developer name and the name of the game, and found a Russian website where this game was being sold for like 2 rubles or something like that, which converts to 1.5 cents, 1.6 cents in American currency, something like that. Less than 2 pennies. And I showed that and exposed that in this video. That was Saturday night. Monday morning when I woke up, I had a message on my Steam profile, and I showed that in this video, where the developer had made a comment on my profile on Steam telling me I needed to have a serious conversation with him, and that he had needed to talk to me because there was money involved. He had already sent me a friend invite on Steam, so I went ahead and accepted it just to see what this guy had to say. Obviously I wasn't interested in any kind of monetary compensation or whatever, but I was curious at what he was going to say, or what he wanted to have a serious conversation with me about. So in this video, if you watch the second video here that I made on Monday, it'll show an offer from this developer in an IM when I was away from the keyboard, where he offered me $10 to delete my Steam review of Plane War and the video that I put up on my YouTube channel. I didn't even respond. I never said a word to this developer since I had him as a friend on Steam. Didn't even respond. So when he didn't get a response from me, he decided to go ahead and change his name. So in the first video, remember, I showed that he had 9 different games, all by SovKey, on Steam, all put out in less than 8 weeks. So because of that, he didn't like that. So he went and changed, and I noticed that he changed the developer name to 5 new developer names for those 9 games to try to make it look like he wasn't pumping out so much shovelware so quickly. He definitely didn't like me putting that out there. Probably a big reason he wanted me to delete the review and the video that I did on Plane War. So I caught him, and I exposed that as well in this second video. So be sure you check that out if you're interested. It wasn't, I think it was the next morning when I woke up, I saw that, first of all, the SovKey looked like, I noticed I only have one review, one official purchase review on Laserball, which I launched the end of March. It's not getting a lot of attention either, especially in reviews, but I noticed the first review in like a month on my Laserball game, and I suspected it was going to be a negative review and maybe a retaliation review before I even found it. When I did find it, I found it was a name, a Russian name, but they said they were from Austria or something like that, which is Europe. I was like, that don't make any sense. And I know I Google translated the name, and it said something like Tivo suck a bitch or something like that. Just something ridiculous is what the name translated to. And just a one-word review, some word that means like shit or worthless or whatever. He left from my review, and so I immediately reported that review to Steam with suspected, a suspected retaliation review, which I believe is against the Steam, terms and all that. You can't retaliate on somebody else just because you get a bad review. And also, in this video, what else happens? Oh, I found I found out that this developer was, somebody had commented in this video and told me that this developer was offering free keys to his games for anybody that reported my YouTube channel. So he was trying to get my YouTube channel shut down, desperate to try to get rid of that video, that initial video, and now the second video where I showed that he was changing his Steam names. And then once I found that actual site, I exposed it just a short time later, an hour or two later in this video. Yesterday, I exposed that site, and I offered people to go and report my YouTube channel for a Steam key. Remember, these Steam keys were being sold on Russian websites for less than 2 cents. And you wouldn't believe the number of people he had submitting screenshots of their reports on my YouTube channel for a 2-cent Steam key. That is the part that still leaves my mouth agape and leaves me basically dumbfounded. Why on the earth anybody would go and report somebody's YouTube channel, where if you look at my YouTube channel, I have more than 2,300 videos. My YouTube channel has been up for 11 years now. This is the 11th year I've had my YouTube channel. 2,300 videos. Many of those videos have taken many hours worth of work and editing to put up. So you're talking about probably well over 10,000 hours of investment into my YouTube channel. And these freaking, I just can't believe that somebody would go in and report a YouTube channel and risk having somebody's, 10 plus years of work and 2,300 videos of content taken down so they can get a 2-cent Steam key. A freaking 2-cent Steam key. That is the part that hurts. At this point, it didn't really surprise me at this point, because I've dealt with these, really scummy developers in the past. This is probably about the scummiest one as far as that I've seen attack me. But to offer free Steam keys on a site is one thing. But for hundreds or thousands of people to go in and report my YouTube channel, all to get a 2-cent Steam key, a Steam key with a value of 2 cents for a virtual garbage game, and risk ruining somebody's YouTube channel something they've invested thousands of hours of work into, all for a garbage game. That is the part that's really hard for me to believe. I can't believe there's that many people that inconsiderate, that completely self-absorbed. I mean, first of all, guys, and here's the part that makes it so hard to believe. This is what makes it so hard to believe. I don't have any viewers here on Mixer. It's probably because I'm not streaming Dead by Daylight, but I'm still going to make this video for anybody that wants to watch it, you know, and I'll upload this to my YouTube channel as well. But I just want to say the part that makes it so hard to believe is, you know, not only the low amount of self-conscious somebody would have to report somebody's YouTube channel all for a 2-cent game, but I mean, it doesn't take that long to go and report somebody's YouTube channel. But like, for example, if I go and I don't know, and let's go to my buddy Road. I would obviously never report him, but let's go to one of his videos here, right? And this is what people were doing to get a Steam key. So they would come here and they would actually go and report my YouTube channel right here. So if I wanted to report Road, I would come right here and go report. Now, if I go report, you actually have to have a reason for why you're reporting the channel. Is it sexual content? And it gives you explanations of what everything is here. And you even have to come up with answers. You know, physical attack, is it abuse, or whatever. So you have to come up with a legitimate reason why you're reporting a YouTube channel. Now, I did get some emails from YouTube that I found today that said a lot of these reports were coming in and people were reporting my channel for not having closed captioning, which isn't a requirement. The only reason you're required to have captioning on is, I think, if you're doing some kind of copyrighted material or, you know, something like that. But yeah, closed captioning is not something that is required. And yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't have an explanation of that right here. Captions issue. Captions are inaccurate, captions are abusive, which I don't have any closed captioning on any of my videos. But a lot of people went, and because they knew that none of my content fell in one of these areas, I guess they just fell to this default, oh, it's captions issue. Just to report my channel, they picked something. And a lot of the reports were coming in, and it was just automated emails that I got, you know, from Google saying, hey, you know, if you're doing this and this type of content, copyrighted content, you have to have captions. Otherwise, you're okay, but it's a good thing to always put captions in your videos, blah, blah, blah. But all I got to say, guys, is if this guy has started off as SovKey, and his Russian website goes under the name of SovKey. I've nicknamed this guy the Russian Rat. I've come up with my own nickname for this developer, and I call him the Russian Rat. At this point, I think that's a pretty fitting name for this guy, because this guy tried to destroy more than 10 years of my work and passion in my YouTube channel, and probably, like I said, well over 10,000 hours worth of time investment and recording and editing and everything else to try to keep my video from shedding the light on whatever it is that he's doing over there to make whatever little amount of money he's making off his 2-cent freaking keys. I don't begin to understand how this guy can flood Steam with so many games in such a short period of time. And obviously, I mean, it costs $100 per game for a developer to put up a video on Steam now. So, you know, he's put up at least $900 just for the 9 games I pointed out in my first video. And he's obviously not made anywhere near that on Steam. So selling them at less than 2 cents on Russian websites, I wouldn't think would be making him much money either, unless he's just selling a hell of a lot more of these keys than I would think. You know, I don't know if there's some kind of Russian organization over there that are buying these keys, and I think it is all a big corrupt organization over there, and I think maybe one of these organizations buys these keys by the tens of thousands and give the developer so much money in hopes that, you know, they will pump fake reviews onto Steam, and hopefully they can get trading cards going on some of these games, on a certain percentage of these games. And I know from trading cards there is a whole farming thing going on over there where they have bots farming for the trading cards, and then they sell the trading cards, and There's a lot of money invested, in those trading cards, which is one reason Steam has a lot stiffer requirement on what's required to be able to get trading cards on your game now. Anyway, I probably lost a lot of people, and we're going to go over all the SovKey games that I found so far. It is more than 9, but I just wanted to go ahead and catch you guys up with everything that's happened so far. But I actually found the site where, like I said, where this guy was had announced that he was offering free keys for screenshots showing that someone had reported my YouTube account. And I went ahead and joined him right here, with a sarcastic tone. And I was like, hey, you want to report me too? Get your own valuable Steam key from an amazing developer by reporting my channel right here. And I even provided a link to his Russian webpage where people could report my channel and get their own Steam key. Why is my YouTube channel not shut down with all the reports they got against my channel then? Well, probably because it looked a little suspicious to YouTube when all of a sudden, probably mostly out of Russia, they get thousands of reports, or however many reports there were, against my channel for a variety of different reasons, all within a short period of time. And they go to my channel and they look and they don't see anything obvious that I'm doing wrong, for one. They see them all coming out of Russia, for another, all these reports, originating from Russia, and probably all different reasons. But for all of them to come within a short period of time, I'm sure that raises all kinds of red flags. So this guy is, desperately trying. He has tried by offering to bribe me to remove my content. He's went in and changed his developer name SovKey to 5 new names that I exposed in this video. And then he desperately tried to offer free keys to get people to report my channel, hoping that they would get my YouTube channel shut down. And then he even made up, or used an alternate account on Steam to report my own, not to report, but to negatively review, kind of retaliate against my negative review on Plane War. He negatively reviewed my Laserball game with a bullshit review. I want to go ahead and show you guys, first of all, how that worked out for him. So like I said, I immediately flagged his review and reported it to Steam, saying it was suspected being a retaliation review, and gave the reasons why, and even gave him a link to one of my videos here. And right here, guys, I took a screenshot of it. Yeah, this is the name he used right here, Tina's Isef. And if you translate his Steam name, like if you go to his profile and look at the name and translate it, it actually means like Tina's, I don't know, such a bitch or something. Is what it translates into. And like I said, it says out of Austria, but the name and everything like that is Russian. So obviously a suspect Steam account. And this is the one word, hunya, which basically means that nothing or shit or something like that. And he negatively reviewed it. I flagged it and reported it to Steam. And then today, a day later, it says Steam, if you look there, you can see it. Review has been banned by a Steam moderator for violating the Steam terms of service. And the reviewer can't go in and modify it at this point. So they banned the review. Thank God for Steam. Thank God for them taking the time to look into it and see that it was a bogus, bullshit, retaliation review. So far, I have a feeling I'm not done with this guy yet. But, I also have a feeling that Steam, I also want to show you here as well, guys, if you go to groups, and I highly encourage all of you, if you're not yet a member of the Sentinels of the Store, it's ran by Mellow Online, a good friend for years that I've had, probably 2 or 3 years now. This guy is a very good person to know. He's done a lot of work, and he's getting really good at giving Steam feedback about this kind of stuff, and being really their right-hand man when it comes to reporting not just this situation, but all kinds of corrupt behavior and corrupt developer behavior over on Steam. And if you guys are not yet a member, it's free to join. Just go to the Sentinels of the Store. I'll put a link down below on YouTube where you guys can go and join. But just earlier today, guys, Mellow Online, as I figured he probably would once he saw this, Earlier today, he did point out some of these developers' games, SovKey, and wrote a big article on everything that's happened. Showed my initial video, and he explains everything in this article. If you want to read through that, I highly encourage that. He shows all the different names that I exposed in that first video, developer names this developer has changed to because of my video. And then he also points out that the guy submitted over 17,000 reports with this image right here. Because this is what he left me. He sent me a message saying, hello, this is before he removed me from his friend on Steam. Report YouTube, 17,000 reports. I don't believe that it was that many reports, but I am pretty sure that it was over 100. Could have been 17,000 reports, I don't know. But obviously a lot of reports came in because of his free scam, or free key scam offer in trade for people showing that they've reported my YouTube channel. But Mello shows all that. He does a great job of writing this all up, and you know, already 30 people have liked the video. I even responded to one of them here and said, yeah, I've already nicknamed this guy the Russian Rat, because it seems like it's a very fitting name for him. A couple of people are saying that, you know, this guy needs to be removed from Steam, and I haven't read this one yet. Ryu says, I wish Valve would prosecute such devs more instead of banning decent games for review manipulation. Feels minor compared to this. But yeah, obviously a lot of people are not going to be happy with this, but guys, this is just one small grain in a sand on a beach of corrupt behavior by developers on Steam that has happened the past year, especially, but even the past 3 or 4 years. There's been a hell of a lot of corrupt developers that have been weaseling their way back onto Steam after getting kicked off. It's getting really, really bad. But I'll leave a link to this article, guys, so you guys go check this article out. And if you're not yet a member of the Steam group and you're on Steam, I highly recommend you go ahead and join for free with a button that'll be available up here. Great information source. You can read the overview right here. You know, this is basically just about giving people information, especially about bad games and some of these shady developers and stuff like that, and stuff that can help protect you and your money. But it's a great group to join, and it's run by a really great guy as well. So, so far, guys, in that first video, I knew that, you know, because I clicked on the developer name, SovKey, and I saw that he had 9 games on Steam. After a little bit more research, guys, I thought I had saved this, but I guess not. Okay. This is just showing one of the videos, not one of the videos, one of the emails that I got from YouTube about the video, one of the videos that was reported in a report, and I got a few of these emails, but this is the one I was talking about. A user believes your video requires closed captioning, and so they reported your channel to YouTube. We encourage you to provide captions for this video, but it says down here, if your video is not subject to the CVAA or other legal requirement in your country, you're not required to provide captions. I mean, really silly. But they had to report me for something, I guess, to get their free 2-cent key. But we'll go over some of these other SovKey names. Well, really, and if you want to see the other key names, guys, all you really have to do is read this article, because Mello lists them here, right here. This is the 5 that I found in the video that I showed, the second video I showed you guys. I found all these because what I had done in the first video of Plane War, I had showed all the games that SovKey had on Steam, because I was pointing him out that how many videos he was, you know, how many games he was pumping onto Steam in such a short period of time. And in the second video, I was able to take that screen and go into all the different games and see that he had come up with these 5 developer names here. And this developer here is a new one that I just found earlier today, and I let Mello Online know about it. This guy only has one Steam game right now, and it is Empire of the Dead Souls. But it happens to be a game that I acquired really cheap for like 3 cents on an American key selling website. I had no idea that it was going to be a SovKey game. but I'll show you guys when we launch that game. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you guys that one first. So let's go ahead and take a look at all these SovKey games that we know of right here. This is not other SovKey names anyway. This is other SovKey games that he has. And I can tell you what those are right here. Give me a second. So the other games that haven't launched yet are this one right here, Shark. Comes out on May 9th, supposedly. And if we go to the publisher here, we also go to HG's Adventures. This is another developer named Fresh Tracks. I don't believe Mello got that one in his list. Fresh Tracks is another developer that this guy is using now. And HG's Adventures is not out yet. And then the Shark is not out yet. And then Cartoon Hero, it says it released on February 1st. But if you go to the page, it says coming soon. So 3 games that either aren't out yet, or Cartoon Hero, which hasn't launched yet, even though it should have launched like 3 months ago. Those are the 3 games I don't have. All the other games that I know about here with SovKey are right here. And we're going to go through these games right now and show you the kind of games that you're going to get if you spend your 99 cents or however much, or if you even bother to install these games. Boat Adventure, made by SovKey. And you'll notice one thing about a lot of these SovKey games is that they kind of come up the same way. They launch the same way here. And guys, use WASD, W to move forward here, and you move this boat. And yeah, this is my first time seeing a lot of these games, so avoid the obstacles. No score, no let me turn the volume down because I see it's pretty loud. I mean, there's no options in any of these games, so sliding against the, I mean, you got boxes and you got coins to try to get. There's no timer. I mean, why would you bother putting a timer, or, you know, enemies in the game, or allow you to shoot, or you can't even turn that sharp. I mean, this is as sharp as I can turn, so it makes getting these coins really really annoying. I mean, you can tell how much fun this game is going to be. There you go. So this is whatever the hell it's called, Boat Adventures or whatever. I believe this is a 99-cent game on Steam. And like I say, I think I picked this up for 3 cents on an American key selling website called Indie Daily Games, or something like that is what the website's called. You can check it out yourself. You know, they really don't usually have a lot of games that are any good. It's pretty much a lot of the same kind of crap you're going to buy on Russian key selling sites as well, that at least you're buying them from an American website, and maybe you know, you're a little safer. I've used the site for a couple of years and never had a problem. But yeah, so that is a Boat Adventure. As you can see, garbage game, very little effort put into it. Let's check out Bunny Hop, shall we? Okay. It's not doing anything. Bunny Hop, oh, there we go. Okay. An error occurred while updating Bunny Hop, missing executable. Okay, well, let's go to Steam here. Find Bunny Hop. And see if we need to update it. By the way, if you guys don't know how to update a game, make sure it's updated. You just come here to the properties on the game on your list, go to local files, verify integrity, and it does look like it's downloading something now. It's validating right here, but it looks like it started downloading something. The build ID was 446. Let's see if that changes here. Close, close, bring it up again, properties. It's still 446. I don't think it's going to play. Let's go ahead and try to play it right from Steam. Sometimes that's another thing that'll work for you. No. So this game is a game you're going to spend 99 cents on, or whatever it is, and this game's not even going to work. And if you believe for a second this developer is actually going to listen to you, if you try to report, if you go to the forums for Bunny Hop, like if you come here to the forums and you say, hey, the game won't run right here, I bet you anything this developer will just delete your complaint. I mean, do you really think this developer is going to put any time or effort into the game to make sure it works, make sure it's packaged correctly, make sure it actually runs if you spend money on it? No, he don't care. He cares nothing about providing a fun game anyway. Even if it did work, it's not going to be any fun. It's going to be yet another garbage game. But anyhow, guys, Bunny Hop doesn't even work. So game number 2 doesn't even work. CrashBot. Same thing again. Nope. Here we go. All right, CrashBot. Settings. Not silent. Full screen. Okay. Clear progress. Alrighty then. Play. Okay, so can you move? Okay, you move with the arrow keys on this one, not WASD. Okay, so I jump up, get that key. It looks like I can shoot. Wow, a game where you can shoot. That's pretty impressive. Level complete. I guess I can't touch that stuff? Yeah. Okay. Restart. Okay. So... yeah, we're not going to be able to jump over there, are we? And this is really hard to control because there is no actual jump button, guys. You're trying to jump by hitting 2 diagonal keys. Wow. Again, another very lackluster, rushed game in an attempt to make a quick buck, and we can see how much fun this freaking game is. So let's go ahead and back out of here, quit this bullshit, and move on to the next one. Crazy Road, not launching. What's going on? Here we go. Another error without an executable, huh? Games. I just wanted to go ahead. I have a feeling that we already have plenty of evidence, that I've already, made videos showing plenty of evidence with everything this developer's done. Changing his developer name to try to, keep people from knowing that he's flooding the market with game after game after game after game. He's trying to hide something, so I don't think Steam looks on it lightly when a developer changes their names, especially to multiple developer names, to try and hide something like that. And then offering me money to remove my review. I don't think that's highly looked upon. I mean, why would it be? And then also, targeting my YouTube channel because he doesn't like the review video or the fact that I'm shining a light on his dark and corrupt behavior as a developer. This game was called what? Crazy Road. I got a lot of games on Steam, guys, right here. So again, we're going to go ahead and make sure this game's up to date, just so this developer can't see this video or come back and say, hey, you didn't update it, you didn't verify the integrity. You can see that we're doing that right here. And I mean, this is a game, the other game was a game that came out back in February or whatever, the other game that didn't work. And 6-8 is the last 2 numbers on the build ID. I'm guessing it's still going to be the same. It is. So it's probably still not going to work. If we go to the store page here for Crash, yeah, March 21st. This game's been out for well over a month. 99 cents. We hit play now. Same thing. No, missing an executable. So that's what you get, guys. If you guys go buy this game right now, you're not going to get this bullshit. I mean, this looks like fun anyway. This looks exactly like the other game where we were a boat, guys. Look at the gameplay here. Instead of a boat, you're a car. Well, you do have moving cars to avoid, and you have the same boxes, but the same coins and the same inability to make any kind of a sharp turn. And yeah, it's the same fucking shit, except he's changed the sprites and added moving cars moving in a straight line from the top of the screen to the bottom. So You can see the amount of effort this guy's putting into this game. Thank God this game didn't work. Thank God this game was missing the executable and won't even run. Aye. Cyber Fight. Let's try this one. Hey, made with SovKey. Hey, we've seen a screen like this before. I don't know if this is like a Construct 2 kind of a default menu screen. I think maybe it is, because I think I've seen this before, but it's not as common as like Unity or whatever. I believe this might be Construct or something. A default freaking, default font, everything. I mean, this guy is as lazy can be. Kill the enemy, huh? Okay, this time we do use a WASD. Space, jumps. Okay. What is that? What is that gold thing? Okay. So you kind of float when you jump. You have the ability to move left and right in the air, which is kind of silly. And, wow. Now we do have a health at least up in the upper right. We can't shoot or anything. You have to just jump on these things to kill them. Just random movement on the enemies. It looks like I got hurt when I touched that coin thing. It looks like maybe you got to jump on top of it to get the coin without hurting yourself. But I mean, again, guys, this is as bare bones as you can possibly get for a game. Aye. Okay, so I died. The controls are atrocious in this game. Absolutely horrid controls. As you can see, no AI whatsoever. And again, just a completely no, any kind of collision, sprites or explosion or squashing or anything like that. I mean, why would this developer bother with, making it look like you actually squashed the creature or made it look like you died? No death sequence or blood or anything. I mean, he couldn't be bothered with that. And now the game's just completely wigging out on me. Guys, this is terrible. So we haven't found anything worth a damn yet. We're going to go ahead and save this Empire of the Dead Souls. I have a feeling that might be a little bit different. Finger Ninja, huh? Okay. English or Russian. And settings. Effect star. Set smooth. These are all on, it looks like. Okay. New player. Create. Create new symbols. Absorbs fire. Absorbs symbols of frost. Well, this looks like a really complex game for a guy that seems to not give a shit about what the hell he's putting out. He's really... I feel like he's really trying to deceive us here and make this game look like it's a lot more complex than it's actually going to be. Symbol of fire. Symbol of frost. Symbol of darkness. Symbol of life. Yeah, let's just get onto the game. Fire bonus symbols give ×2 points. Frost bonus shows stripe. Alright, at this point I'm starting to wonder if this is an asset kit, because I do not believe this developer, based on what I've seen so far, would go to this much work. Hey, how you doing, Ryan? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I'm showing these shitty-ass games by SovKey. Like I say, I think I have plenty of evidence. I have a feeling this guy's probably going to get kicked off Steam. But before he does, and before all his games disappear... I felt like it might, I wasn't going to do any more bashing on the guy. I'm definitely not, I think most people would be hot and pissed after what he tried to do and how he tried to get my YouTube account, my whole YouTube account completely destroyed just so he can get rid of that video. But, this really isn't, I'm not doing this with a vendetta against this guy or whatever. Obviously, he's completely shady and corrupt and everything like that. We've already seen that. We've already seen plenty of evidence of that. So really, I don't need to go in here and bash his games. Again, I'm trying to be as honest and unbiased as I can right now. If I find a game that I think is fun, I'm definitely going to let you know. If there's one game that I feel you need to go out and buy before this developer, I do believe he's going to get the boot. I believe the developer and his games are going to get the boot. So if I find one of these, however many games we have here, that I think is, worth the price, worth the 99 cents or whatever, I'll tell you guys about it so you guys can make up your own mind. How you doing, Ryan? So anyway, let's... Hello world. My player name, a score, keys 0, 50, 100%. Okay. What am I doing here? Click. It lights up when I click it. I saw F1, F2, F3, F4. That doesn't do anything. Wait a second. Oh, guys. I don't know why he made this look so complex. All you do is, when one of these letters goes over one of these symbols, you press the letter. So, I need to do K right now. K. Oh, you need to do it before it gets to the end. So these that are going over here, you need to get these either on one of these two before it hits the ear, or if they're going this way, you need to get them in one of the first two before it hits the end. It looks like that's all there is to it. It's that simple. And here we are for waiting. I mean, I can't do anything until a letter shows up. Okay, so if I hit J, for example, right when it's over this thing, I scored some points, I think. Yeah, plus 30. I, W, G. It's a button mashing game. It's a simple button masher. That's all this is. I mean, you got to say this is better than anything we've seen so far. But is this worth a buck or, you know, whatever? No. And I'm assuming this is another 99-cent game. But definitely props to the guy for buying a good asset kit. Or, like I say, I have a hard time believing that he would actually go to the trouble to make something like this. This is a little more complex than anything we've seen yet. But, I mean, how exciting is this, guys? That's all there is to this game. He made it sound, like I said, he made this game sound like it was really complex with spark bonus and fire bonus and spells and all this bullshit. All this is a button masher. This is ridiculous. So, I'm just being honest, guys. I mean, all the other games so far would get a 0 score. This one might get a, I don't know, a 10% or something. A 1 out of 10. But definitely not a good game. You're doing pretty good. Jungle, not Journey, but Jungle Journey. Oh, he spelled it right here. Okay, I just want to show you guys something real quick here. Let's go ahead and exit this real quick. I want to show you guys how he spelled, because I've noticed it. Yeah, look how he has it spelled on Steam. So he spells it right in the game, but he can't be bothered to actually spell the name of the game correctly on his Steam page. Jungle Journey. He don't put a U in it. That goes another example of how little effort this guy is actually going to put into his games. Find a key, huh? Space doesn't do anything. Mouse button doesn't do anything, so yep, W to jump. I can't crouch with S. Okay. There's a key. We've got 2 health bars up there. Alright, I mean, this is better than I was expecting, based on what I've seen so far. We got something we can squish. We got an enemy. I mean, it's not an intelligent enemy, but a lot of these platformers don't have intelligent enemies, especially on the first level. I'm assuming I'll die if I jump down there, so I'm just going to go through the door. I assume you have to have that key. Yeah, I used the key. So now I got to go up there and get this key. I mean, I would bet anything that this is an asset kit somewhere. That I don't think this guy made this game. I would bet money on it. I'm sure this is an asset kit that this guy did no work on and just completely flipped over as an executable on Steam. And, you know, it's not going to be finished, but, you know, credit to the developer who actually made this for making something at least halfway playable. Is it good? No, it's not good, but at least it's playable. At least it's keeping me entertained for more than 10 seconds like the other games. Oops. Now that's a long jump. I almost made it. This is a little bit of glitchy there. Oh, god damn it. You have to hit 2 keys right at the same time and also right when you get to the edge. Not exactly easy. I could see how that could frustrate somebody there. And then Alright guys, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is what you're getting here. I mean, definitely nothing special about this. Definitely not unique in any way, shape, or form. But at least it's playable. I mean, if I was grading this at 99 cents, I don't know how much content there is here, but this would probably be the highest score I've given any game. I mean, this would get maybe a 2 or 3 out of 10, maybe. Definitely not a recommendation by any stretch of the imagination. But I got to be honest, I mean, I didn't expect anything quite this good when I started reviewing these games, especially after playing Plane War. But again, it's probably an asset kit, and this shady-ass Russian developer probably has nothing to do with this game. This one's not terrible, but it's definitely not good. Alright guys, let's get out of here. Let's move on. And Jungle Journey, just so you know, is 99 cents. Plane War, let's take another second look at Plane War, make sure I didn't judge it too harshly. Yeah, this is not a game. Same kind of, I mean, all these, not all these, but most of these intro screens look exactly the same fonts and everything. So this one, you move back and forth and you fire with space. Mouse button doesn't do anything, so you don't even have the option to use mouse if you want to. No real explosion, he just has the plane flash if you hit it. Most of these planes are moving way too fast to be able to fire at them in time to destroy them. And so you just have to let most of them go. But it doesn't matter. It's not like a breakout game where you can't let the ball go by you or you lose. I mean, there's no penalty for letting planes get past you. You just... you just try to take them out, I guess. I've killed 14. I'm guessing when I get to 25 or something. Maybe the game at level 2, okay. Great, things are going to speed up even more. I mean, definitely not a fun game. This is a extremely lackluster game, guys. Nothing at all special about this game at all. The best thing about this game that I like is sometimes the sprite clouds move over my plane, and sometimes I move over the clouds. That's super easy to implement. Guys, I just want you guys to know that with GameMaker, I could make a game. I'm assuming this game was probably made in an engine like Construct 2 where there's no coding required. This game here and the other games like this might very well, like the boat game, might very well be the developer's work. They probably aren't an asset kit. I am going to guess this developer actually made this game. No coding required, simply drop in the things and set a pattern. Guys, I could make a game like this in GameMaker with code. In fact, I could make a game better than this in a couple of hours. Easy. Guaranteed. I could make a game better than this in 2 hours in GameMaker, and if I had Construct 2 where it's just drag and drop, it'd probably be even faster than that. So again, very, very little effort put in by the developer here. He has no care for trying to make a game actually fun or thinking of any kind of... you know, there's no explosions when you get hit. Just extremely low effort product. Target. Yeah, I mean, he's scamming, and I mean, I can't see my games are. I think my games are pretty unique, especially Laser Ball, and it's not even selling that well anymore. But I guarantee you, it's probably selling a hell of a lot better than any of these games from him. You know, Target, is this another game that's not even going to work? No, we're locked up right now, it looks like. Oh, here we go. And if you're wondering, I still got... Oh, we got a Game Guru game. Nice. Who would have guessed it? I mean, you guys know how much I love Game Guru and this default loading menu. So this guy actually has a Game Guru game. Wow, I never would have guessed he would go all out with Game Guru. By the way, guys, I bought Game Guru on sale on Steam myself just because I review so many Game Guru games. I figured it would be worth it to pay the $5. I bought it for $5. And we know this ain't gonna be worth a damn. Press E to open the door, huh? Oh, over there. Okay. Well, I assume there's going to be a gun or something here somewhere. Or not. What in the fuck, man? Okay, so there's no gun. I'm using my mouse wheel. There's no gun in this game at all. And, I can't pick any of this shit up in case you're wondering. So I have targets here that I obviously need to shoot. I just died. Okay. I mean, I've seen some bad Game Guru games before, but this one might take the cake. It's called Target, by the way. Oh, I guess we didn't die. I guess we just had to touch one of those obstacles to move on. Now we can actually get a gun. I don't have enough money. Oh, I can buy an Uzi. Cool. Huh. That's funny. Yeah, I gotta be honest, guys. Reload. No, I don't have any more ammo. I have 900. 3,000. Well, fuck me, man. 1250. 1,000. 1,000. Well, I'm screwed. Yeah, I have no ammo. But, I gotta say, there's one thing I like about this, guys. The typical Game Guru games have enemies coming at you, and we all know from all the other enemy AI games where enemies get stuck in walls, their pathfinding is absolutely horrible. At least this developer, for whatever reason, knows that the AI is atrocious in Game Guru, and instead he made a game where targets are moving back and forth rather than trying to come at you. We've seen a lot of enemies in these Game Guru games where they end up walking backwards trying to get to you, you know, and look completely retarded. So I do give this developer, if this is even his game, whoever made this game, I give him props for at least recognizing that Game Guru has atrocious AI and instead making a game where, you know, you have to hit targets. Game over. Yeah, I mean, main menu. Yeah, we'd have to do that again. I mean, just because it's the first Game Guru game, I'll give it credit for that. It's the first Game Guru game out of many Game Guru games I've played where it doesn't have atrocious AI, you know, looking silly. I mean, this doesn't make any sense right here, how I just go and touch a target. I guess any target is the same room? Probably. I mean, I doubt that whoever made this put that much effort into it. But still, I give props to whoever made this, whether it be the developer SovKey or whoever, for at least recognizing that the AI within GameMaker is terrible. Oh, we actually got a different map. That's kind of neat. Guys, this might be one of the better Game Guru games I've ever played, to be honest with you. 15,000. 7,000. Is it good? No, but Game Guru games, I expect ridiculous AI, and the developer recognized that the AI is atrocious, and he made a game instead of sliding targets, and he put them in different maps. I mean, this is about as good as you can do in Game Guru. If you're going to make a game with Game Guru, this is about as good as you're possibly going to get. I mean, I'm not even... Miss, huh? Oh, we got a different gun. Let's use our zoom here. There we go. That helped. But yeah, I mean, is it a good game? No. But probably about the best Game Guru game I've ever played, just because it doesn't have the ridiculous AI. I mean, some of those games were actually kind of funny to play and see how retarded the AI would get. But I mean, you can buy the rocket launchers, and you can get enough money to buy all this different stuff. Still, same kind of default, shitty ass default textures and assets and stuff like that in this game. No credit for originality there, but at least credit for recognizing that the AI is terrible in Game Maker and doing something different, so that doesn't make the game look like all the other Game Gear games where you have extremely dumbass seeming zombies and their pathfinding. Still not a good game that I would recommend, but if I was reviewing this game straight out, like if I didn't know who the developer was or whatever, being honest, I would probably... Is this game... I wonder if this game is 99 cents. I'm guessing it is. Yeah, too complex for him to make. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, regardless, even if every game here, guys, you know, Ryan, even if every game here was a well-made game or a good value, even if he had games that were 8 out of 10s, you know, it doesn't excuse his behavior lately, targeting my channel, trying to bribe me for the reviews and stuff like that. I mean, what could this developer have done? Maybe he should have watched a few of my Game Gear reviews, seen how much I laugh at the AI and other Game Gear games. Maybe instead of what he did, he should have said, hey, Zaxtorian, I think you might like this game better. Please go check out Target. I think you might like that one better. And so far, I mean, this one would definitely be my best score. Is it a 99-cent game? It is. So based on other Game Gear games and the fact that they do something different here, I'd probably give them credit for that. And hell, I might give this game a 4 or a 5 out of 10. You know, it's not expensive. You could probably have a little bit of fun with it. You know, not much fun. It'd be hard because, like I say, to get a good value, you have to get an hour's worth of content out of it. So probably still not going to get a very good value out of it. Maybe a 20 or something. Maybe it's not going to be that much fun either. But yeah, I could see maybe giving somebody a 4 out of 10 on this game, and it would definitely be a hell of a lot better than all these other games we've looked at. I don't know. But yeah, that game kind of surprised me. And what else do we have here? The old Kazuka. Yeah, he's probably going to get banned, and that's one reason I decided to go ahead and take a look at these games before these games probably disappear. Let me bring this up, guys, because it's not showing up. Give me a second. Why is this game showing up as Arkanoid 2? This is a Game Maker game, and it's coming up as Arkanoid 2. That's a little bit fishy. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, guys. Let me show you. If I go down here to the desktop only, and, well, you're not going to see it. Well, maybe you will. Let's see. Yeah, I think you're seeing it. No, you're not seeing it. Never mind. Anyway, if you go to the full game where you have to go to see the game, if you go to the straight game stream, you have to find the name of the game. And the name of the game is actually Arkanoid 2. That's kind of weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this game. This is a Game Maker game. I'm showing a Game Maker emblem. Help. I hit help. And it says Game Maker Studio F1. Let me show you what it shows now. When I hit help, it closed the game down. And it says F1, open console, left, right, skip rooms. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, to show you guys what I was looking at here... No, never mind. Anyway, yeah, it does say Arkanoid 2 is the name of the game. Anyway, let's go ahead and blow this bad boy up again. Play. Oh, this is an Arkanoid game. Okay. So... it's using your mouse. Oh boy. One of the, an extremely, I've seen probably worse breakout style games, but, Yeah, this is I'm gonna guess this is an asset kit, but I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's a game maker game. Regardless, this is not a well-made breakout game. I mean, this is for one thing, the ball's not moving fast enough. There's not enough bricks. There's not a pattern on the bricks. The bricks are just kind of all randomly scattered about. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do here while I wait for the ball. I mean, is it the worst Arkanoid or breakout style game I've ever played? Absolutely not, but there's just way better games on Steam for the same price. Grey Cubes is a great Arkanoid game like this that is done 100 times better, and it's 99 cents as well. You can catch it all the time for less than $1. So if you like this kind of game, guys, I would recommend Grey Cubes 2 for the price. But you know, there's other really good games. Obviously, my favorite breakout style game is trying to think of the name of it. I don't know. It starts with a C, I think. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty boring. Very, very casual game. And that's that, guys. Walls and Dead. Yeah, a shitty brick maker is a good definition for that game. And start. Okay, I can't left click it. I have to hit enter. Left mouse button to shoot. Oh. Okay. This, I don't know where it's at, but I bet you anything this is an asset kit. This is an asset flip, I bet you anything. This actually isn't bad. Get that health, get that health. So you have different rooms to explore. The door opens up when you get close to it. I don't know if there's keys or anything. Get back behind the walls. The 137. I mean, would it be hard to... It probably wouldn't... The AI is not that advanced in this game. You know, when they have you in a line of sight, they fire. And you fire. There's no grenades or anything like that. It doesn't look like there's any kind of power-ups. I mean, all you have is, like, health. But still a better game than I would expect from a developer of this nature. I'm not doing exactly good, but whatever. So then it just restarts you. No end game, no game over, or anything like that. It just automatically... This feels like an asset kit that wasn't finished, and again, a base game. This is better than the Game Guru game, for sure. I'll have to check the price on this game in a minute. This one might even be more expensive than 99 cents, I don't know. This feels like a Unity game. This feels like a Unity asset kit. Is what it feels like. Not even pointing at the guys correctly. I mean, the best way to do it is probably to put your mouse cursor right in the guy. Yeah. That's the best way to do it. Just put your mouse cursor right in the target. Alright. 300 health. Not a bad game here, guys. This isn't absolutely horrible. I mean, yeah, it feels like it's incomplete, though. It feels like you need probably different guns to pick up, grenades to pick up. You know, you obviously need a game over kind of screen. You need high scores. You need, you know, you need some kind of options and stuff like that. This game doesn't have any of that. I bet you anything that this is an asset flip. This feels like it's way too good to be something this guy actually made. It's an incomplete game, though. I mean, for what's there, it's not terrible. Walls and Dead, but it's still incomplete for sure. Yeah, it's $1.99. And like I say, just Saturday when I reviewed Plane War, all these games were coming up under SovKey. This is one of his 5 new developer names that he's come up with. $1.99. No reviews yet, but no warning from any courier or anything like that. This is an asset flip, but it feels like an asset flip to me. I've reviewed a lot of asset flips and stuff like that, and usually if you get a game that feels incomplete, like feels like there's not enough to it, like there's not, you know, even a game over, there's not enough power-ups and stuff like that, it feels like just kind of a base game, which this game does. And if the game seems like it's almost too good for the price, it seems like 90 or even more percent of the time, 90+% of the time, it's an asset flip. And this game has all the red flags for being an asset flip. I don't think this developer made this. I think he bought this on a Unity store or some store. I think it's a Unity asset kit that he purchased somewhere, and then he flipped over without any work at all. He just changed the name of the game and called it his own. I bet you anything that this is an asset flip. Yeah, it's serious deja vu. I mean, like I said, if a game feels like it's incomplete and it's missing basic fundamentals that you would expect in a game like this, and it almost feels like the price is too low for the kind of gameplay that you get, then, for example, guys, Abscond here, this is a different developer, so please don't get them confused, but this is a completely different developer. I believe he's also out of Russia as well, though. But this is a game I played initially when it launched back in December. And this is a game here that's actually quite a bit of fun. This game here, I don't know if you saw me review it, I don't know, but you avoid the red things, you go around, pick these white things up, and this game's only 99 cents. And it's actually quite a bit of fun. And this is like an $8 or $15 or something like that. It's not a very expensive asset kit on Unity. It's a mobile game, and this guy just bought the kit and flipped it over onto Steam without any effort at all, and called it a new name. This guy basically did no work at all, but it's a fun game. And like I said, if this was something this developer had really made himself, he probably would have been asking more than 99 cents for it. And this is why I say, if a game feels like it's kind of incomplete, like this game is missing some basic fundamentals just like the other game, and it feels like a game is, you know, actually kind of fun, it should probably be priced more than it is. A lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, those are big red flags for the game being an asset kit. And this one right here is definitely an asset kit over on the Unity store. And I think I pointed that out. Yeah. So, yep. I pointed it out, I gave it a negative review, and I showed that it is an asset flip right here. See? Mobile game, 14 bucks. Yeah, I knew it wasn't that expensive, called The Void. Exact same game. But it's a pretty fun little game, you know. So it's hard to tell people to not support the guy with 99 cents. But the problem is this guy didn't do any work. He didn't create the game. He's actually stealing this game from this developer and then calling it his own. And that's the bad thing about 100% asset flips. If the guy had done some kind of work and changed the colors or changed the textures or adding something new to the game to make it his own, then absolutely, I'd be oh, no problem, dude. You know, absolutely. So if he had bought this and changed it and made it his own in some way, then I'd have no problem with it. But when he buys this and just flips everything over to Steam without doing any work, and all he does is change the name, then that's when I have a problem. It's like a 100% asset flip. He's doing nothing himself and taking all the credit and all the monetary compensation. And that's when it's bad. All right. And we have one more game we said we're going to look at, Empire of the Dead Souls. And I did take a quick look at this earlier. Like, I didn't play it at all. I just saw that it was a little bit different. Empire of the Dead Souls. There it is. So you'll notice this is actually now a 6th different name for this developer under games. Actually, I think this is a 7th different name we have. And this guy, if you click on the developer, this is the only game he has. I believe the same thing with the publisher. Yeah, same thing. And I mean, SovKey comes up right here, so you know it's a SovKey game. So let's go ahead and play that one. And I'm gonna have to change OBS here, guys. Hang on. So options, we have an option for sound. That's it. Yeah, people like this piss you off. And new game. Start. And yeah, I did look at this, and all this is, guys, wave 19. I started a new game. Why are we on wave? Oh, that probably shows how many guys we have to kill. Yeah. So all you do, all this is a clicker, guys. Start. So I guess we're protecting this, and these are our turrets or whatever. And all you do, I mean, they're automatically firing, but all you're doing is trying to click on this shit. Click it however many times there are health little notches or whatever. And, oh, we have 19 waves we have to get rid of. This is just one wave. And, yeah. So this is something that's going to give you Corporal Tunnel. I don't know why anybody would like one of these massive mouse clicking games like this. I don't see it. But even if this was a good game or a good mouse clicker, I don't think it is. I can't recommend this game. To me, this is not fun. My finger's already getting sore pressing this mouse button a million times. How is this fun? I don't know. So again, I mean, all these enemies are just targeting your XY position of the nearest target. They're just a really easy code here. This is probably another game made with Construct 2. Looks like he has 2 different enemies here. And, oh, he does have a third enemy. He has these little piles of poop or whatever. And he makes them smaller when you shoot them. But yeah, I mean, how is this fun? This isn't fun. You go around and click all this shit. I mean, and then they break up into smaller pieces. Really bad game. I mean, I can't see how anybody would think that's fun. I would give this game I'd probably give this game a 1. I mean, it works, but I don't like mouse clickers. I don't understand them. But that is Empire of Dead Souls, if you would. So if we look at all the games that I just looked at, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. Plus we have the 3 games that I said. 2 games aren't out yet. They come out later this week. And then the 1 game that that hasn't launched yet that was supposed to be out 3 months ago. So 15 games he has on Steam. 2 of them come out within a few days. And yeah, that's that, guys. So I want to check here real quick something in this Sentinels is a store write-up on my situation here. Yeah, he has all 5 developer names he changed his name to, but he doesn't have the publisher name, because that's actually a developer name on 3 of those games. And then this is the developer, the Russian developer of the last game, the Empires of whatever, the mouse clicker game. So there's actually 6, and then well, wait a minute. Right here. This publisher name has his own developer name on some of these games. Right here. Right here. So there's actually 7 different developer names right now. Yep. 7 different developer names that we used to be SovKey. All right, man, you're going to head out. All right, Ryan, thanks so much for stopping in. I'm going to wrap this video up as well. It's already gone over an hour. I've spent over an hour of my time talking about all the current events that led us up to where we're at now. And we've taken a look at 12 different games, all 12 different games that are available right now and that are known to be SovKey games. The best one by far was the one that I feel is an asset kit, and that was this one right here, The Walls Undead. Is by far your best game, but again, it feels incomplete, and it feels like an asset 100% asset flip. Definitely doesn't feel like anything this developer created himself. I feel like this developer probably does know how to dink around in Construct 2 enough to make a, you know, a very minimal, very simplistic type of a game with the bare essentials. And that's what he's, for the most part, what he's shoveling onto Steam. And then I think he's mixing in a few different asset flips and stuff like that as well. Oh, and don't forget the amazing Game Guru game, wherever that came from. And I haven't dinked around in Game Guru. That Game Guru game very well wouldn't surprise me at all if that's like one of the demos inside the Game Guru. I don't know. Somebody could let me know though if you've dinked around with the demos in Game Guru. I know that has like 5 or 6 or 8 different demos inside Game Guru, and that Game Guru game, that targeting, it's called Target. That game very well might just be a demo that this guy exported as a game. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Alright guys, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching. I'll upload this video to YouTube and cover this guy's games, and let anybody know what they're going to get with these games. And again, if I had to pick a game out of all of them that I would buy, if I had to buy one, it would be Walls and Dead, but I can't recommend it because it's very incomplete. It doesn't have things that you would expect in the game, like different guns and ammo and everything like that would really finish off this game and make it a lot better game, I think, a lot more complete. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. Be sure you rate my video. Be sure you comment down below. This has been Zaxtorian 9. Take care.